Hey, this is Scott, and welcome to my page. I am a Patreon creator for about almost 3 years, although I've been a creator for a little bit longer. And I wanted to sort of update you on what's happening on the page. Um, we have various levels of support and participation and exchange about what you get on those levels, and so I want to cover that in brief. But I just want to give you an overall sense of what I'm doing here. I am a witch. I'm an ordained high priest in the Temple of Witchcraft. I'm a Reiki master practitioner teacher. I am an artist and I am a writer. And those four roots to my practice all come through onto this Patreon page, which is where I like to create and work out ideas. So this is not a place of polish. This is a place of polishing. I bring raw materials to this page. I bring writing that I'm working out. That's meditations on current events or conversations that I have where I find themes with clients and readings and healings. And I bring those to the table because I start to see trends. So it's a little bit of psychism. There's a little bit of intuition. There's some channeling, overshadowing with guides and working with those sorts of things. And then there's sort of a mishmash of stuff that starts to come into that. Rooting from my witchcraft and magical practices and years in occultism and meditation, and just finding ways between healing and contemplative practices, magic and art to create spaces of interest here so that you have something that you can not only play with and learn with, but that you can also participate in by submitting your feedback, your like, or sending me a message about how it worked for you. Why do I do that? Because not every idea that we receive comes through perfect, right? Like the path of the witch or the artist or the mystic or any of those wonderful people who I think all really are playing in the same dimension of things, is to draw from that invisible world, from these abstract spaces, from these dimensions of reality that are outside the physical, and translate them into the physical realm. And this is a place where I like to do that, right? So at the base level for $5 a month, what you get there as a supporter is weekly writing, snapshots, quotes, things that are all sort of grokking around in my community. I never really give personal information without permission from a client, but I do look at trends. So when I have readings, and I do get those a lot, and I see certain things that are happening, I start to notice a narrative that happens with people, and I might talk about that here on the Patreon page because I think it's relevant to everyone who's experiencing reality at this time, or it might offer insight or perspective. At another level, which is the praxis level, we practice with meditation. I've combined several meditation practices, and that's ongoing. That continues to evolve to see what that looks like, which is soft belly breathing and some somatic stuff and some energetics and visualization, and we play with runes and tarot cards and oracles and other things to see where those meditation practices can take us. Currently, as I record this in November, we're using the tarot deck. We're walking through it suit by suit, card by card, and playing with each dimension of those cards. So we just finished fire, and that was really visionary and energetic. And now we've moved into water, which is more feeling in our bodies and somatics. And as we move into air, that will be different. And as we move into earth, that will be different. And as we move into the major arcana, that will be different. And that's an ongoing, I believe, pleasurable pursuit of meditation practice. My primary meditation practice is guided visualization, and I use various tools within that guided visualization, such as countdown, such as visualizing a vehicle that encapsulates the meditation experience, and breath and attention to move those energies, in addition to whatever we might bring into it. I do have an advocate level here, which is primarily a writing and or creative support level. So that's really where your participation at that level really fuels the writing or really fuels the artwork. It does at every level, but I just wanted to create a thank you level there at that place where you get everything previously. You get the weekly stuff and you get the meditations, but you also get a personal thank you on whatever it is that I produce. There's two other levels to my Patreon there. One is an an advocate level, that's basically offering discounted pieces on my Patreon. So people come to me for readings, people come to me for healings, and normally we would work on table. I've designed protocols and methods to do this quite successfully in a distance level when it comes to healing, and I continue to use Zoom for readings, and clients receive just in person, so to speak, virtually through the Zoom application, readings and recordings of those readings that they can keep. Or distance healing or energy works on those sorts of things. And I have a healing altar set up here at the home. If you've been part of the Patreon, or you're on my Instagram, or you're on any of the socials where I'm at, you've seen photos or saw posts about that. We have a dedicated healing space here and a dedicated room, which I am sitting in now, for all of these pursuits, that really nothing else really happens but those things in these spaces. So at that level, supporters pay $50 and they get deeply discounted sessions once a month. So that could be a reading, that could be a healing, that could be some sort of guidance practice there. And at the top tier level, you basically get a session a month and everything beneath it. And at those two highest levels there, you're able to donate those. So if you find that you appreciate what's happening for you, but you don't need it for 1 month, you're welcome to take that for that month and donate that session or reading or healing to someone that you love or appreciate, or you think might appreciate it as well. So that's basically what I'm doing here. In the last month, we've completed a candle working, like I said, that we started in April. There's been some artwork, there's been some custom sigil magical images that I've made for people, some snapshots of some art that I'm working on. We moved from fire into water meditations. There's lots there. There's lots to participate in. I hope you enjoy. If you are a current supporter and you're watching this, thank you so much for your help. I really, really appreciate it. You really created a currency for me this year, and I believe that this year really showed us the value in supporting each other, and I really appreciated the exchange that we had and my ability to help you through your situations, to be present for you in healing, and to offer you weekly inspirations or insights. This is what I do, and I'm just very thankful for it. If you're new and you're considering this, there's a public post on the main page, which is patreon.com/Scott K. Smith. That's capital SCOTT, capital K, capital SMITH. That's a public post pinned to the top with a large post there of everything that's being offered. Of course, to view the links inside, you must be a member, but you get a really good snapshot of everything that's here. We're going to keep going. We're going to move through water. We're going to see what the solstice brings us. We're going to start planning and manifesting light for the year. We've got some private groups going. We've got some official mystery school classes with the Temple of Witchcraft, which will appear outside of the Patreon, but we will talk about a little bit here. We have some Reiki classes coming up. We have a Reiki manual that's being finished. I have a lot going on. And this is a great way to get involved in it and support a maker who's doing it while being supported with what I do. So thanks for watching, and enjoy, and thanks for joining. Bye.